how's it going? I'm back with a Dengg video for you guys today, formerly Stephen D. So my new GF girlfriend is hiding a secret, a dark secret from me. So this one was a horror suggestion. So again, Stephen D. This used to be his name, but now it's DE and GG, whatever, for whatever reason. But he's still basically a horror channel. So this is going to be coming out on the horror day, and yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah. So yeah, my new GF is hiding a dark secret from me. So again, this was a suggestion. It'll be on the screen at some point, and starting. This isn't long at all, only 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Definitely a lot less than the video I uploaded yesterday, like an hour long almost. So very, very different. And yeah, let's get going.
So I'm always on a mission to find the craziest true stories to share with you all. And it's been a minute since I've done one of these relationship stories, and I think I found one that you will all enjoy. Oh yeah, this one? Yeah, she's crazy. Dwayne is a single father looking to find a mother for his son, when one day he met Tausha, a single mother who worked at the daycare his son was in.
Okay.
Tausha and Dwayne started talking, and immediately they hit it off. And within a month, Dwayne wanted Tausha and her daughter to move in with him.
Okay. I was just talking to somebody, and they were saying that someone, like, they were dating someone and they moved in after a month, and I was like, bro, that's crazy. And now I see it again. Why do people move in after a month? Come on now, bro. I don't care if you're in love. I don't care what the situation is. You barely know each other. You've been dating for a month. I mean, let's say you've been friends for like 7 years or 6 years, 5 years, whatever. And then you guys started dating, and then you moved in after a month. Okay. If you just met a month ago and you've been dating for a month or barely dating for a month, no. No, at least wait a year, bro. A year, if not more. Come on now.
His mother was feeling a little suspicious about the move, and Tausha in general, since things were going a little too quickly.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until Dwayne's son Bubba started having stomach issues. Dwayne and his mother found out that Tausha was giving Bubba laxatives several times a day. But she explained that those were just the pharmacist's instructions.
Mm-hmm.
She said she was giving Bubba magic water to heal his stomach issues. And that was when the first red flags really started to show. There were letters in the mail for Tausha coming in that had a different last name. So Dwayne decides to do his own research on this woman he's been dating, and he finds an old marriage license. Tausha Fields had been married to a man named Mitch Kemp in Missouri, but she's told Dwayne that she had never been married before. So once Dwayne confronted her about it, she confessed that she had been married a total of 5 times by the age of 30. At this point, Dwayne had already lost trust with Tausha, but they continued dating. So fast forward a few months later, Tausha calls Dwayne and pleaded him to help her ex-boyfriend Keith after finding out that he OD'd on drugs. First of all, Dwayne had never heard of this man before, but he complied and brought him to the hospital. So once Keith made
There's no EMS, there's no ambulance or something you can call?
the full recovery, Dwayne questions him about Tausha and her background, to which Keith tells him that she once drunkenly confessed that her husband, Greg, killed a man in Missouri on her behalf. But they both thought that the story was too wild to be true. She lies more efficiently than she breathes. She's a pretty dangerous person because she doesn't look it, Keith warns him. A few months later, Dwayne found out for himself and broke up with Tausha after he caught her cheating on him with another man. Furious, he kicks her out of the house and goes into Tausha's MySpace account that was still logged in, and there he finds messages from years ago.
2007, oh my god. Hi Tausha, we are very concerned. How is Mitch? We haven't heard from him in over 4 years. Can you give us any information on what happened to him? Please answer. Oh my god, so he's dead, bro.
Specifically from Mitch Kemp's family, asking Tausha if she knows what happened to him. Immediately, he thinks about the marriage license and how maybe she was telling the truth about her ex-husband, Greg, killing a man in Missouri. He goes to the police, telling them everything he knows, and they take on this investigation. The only problem is that she moved to Alabama to be with another man. After police track Tausha down, they bring her in for questioning. Tausha tells the detective she and her first husband, Mitch, were married for 8 months, and after fighting over the custody of their daughter, She left without knowing anything about what happened to him. At this moment, it was said that Mitch was still missing. There were no movements in his bank accounts or activity with his social security number. When did you leave Greg, your other ex-husband? Oh, that's been a couple of years ago. What type of person is Greg? I have nothing bad to say about him. After a lot of pressure from the police, she decided to change her story and said that Greg was a horrible and angry man. Okay.
Honestly, that's what you really have to look for. Like, you really, when you're a detective and things like that, like, you gotta look for the changing stories. Like, people say one thing, and then they say this thing like a day later. It's like, bitch, you just said this. What are you talking about? And then that already makes you sus.
So if I thought he had done something to Mitch, it wouldn't surprise you? Do you think he's capable of doing something like that? I mean, he hurt me. He could do anything. What did he do? Let it out. Tausha confessed that Greg killed Mitch. She told the investigator that she was having an affair with her ex-husband, and Greg shot him to death in a jealous rage at his 40-acre farm. I know where the body was disposed, but I wasn't there in person. Because she kept changing her story, the detective knew she was most likely lying about not being there. She brought them to Greg's farm in Missouri and pretended to be confused and not knowing where she was because they sold the house, but then changed her mind again and pointed out where Mitch Kemp's body was. They found the body, and he was shot 6 times in the chest. So now they have a body to prosecute a murder with. Greg confessed to the murder, but made a deal with prosecutors to testify against Tausha. She started dating Greg just 6 months after her divorce to Mitch, but it became horrible when Mitch wanted to take custody of their daughter. She blatantly lies about the heinous acts he did to her and their daughter, and as a result, she lured Mitch to Greg's farm, and that's where he was killed. For his testimony, Greg took a plea deal and was sentenced to 19 years in prison.
Damn.
In 2010, the jury found Tausha guilty, and she was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Damn, bro. That was such a wild story, honestly. I could barely keep up with that one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, I could barely keep up. 5 ex-husbands, Mitch, Greg. I'm like, who the fuck are all these names, bro? I'm not gonna lie, I could barely keep up with that one. Only because there was so many names, and I'm like, what? Who's who? What's going on? Who did what? What's happening? Like, oh my god, bro. Anyways, that was just insane. Her life is just a mess. Her life is literally just disgusting. Tausha feels like she's horrible. She literally just cheating on everyone, affairs, and getting people killed. Oh my god, she's just a horrible person, bro. Let me read some comments. Maybe it'll make me understand it a little bit more. So her giving your son laxatives without your consent wasn't enough to leave. Her lying about being married wasn't enough to leave. But her cheating on you was. I'm so confused. In all honesty, how the fuck can you not trust someone but still date them? That's true. Make it make sense. I gave your minor child a laxative without your knowledge. A same parent. Goodbye, Tausha. That's true. I literally haven't clicked any faster. It's 2 a.m. and I was about to sleep. Guess not. Is that a cartwheel emoji? I can't tell what that is. I feel bad for the daughter and hope she lives a better life, and I'll follow her crazy mom's footsteps. Why did you change your YouTube channel to Dengg? Sis, come quick, Steven D just uploaded a new video. It's Dengg now, thank you. Or Dang, oh whatever. The King of Stories is back, yeah, you've been missed. The murder of John Yelnick. I might just watch the last like 3 minutes again, just to kind of get an idea of what the fuck is going on. Because that kind of confused me, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm just gonna watch the last 3 minutes till 5:40, I'm gonna watch it again.
Missouri. He goes to the police, telling them everything he knows, and they take on this investigation. The only problem is that she moved to Alabama to be with another man.
Okay.
After police tracked Tausha down, they bring her in for questioning.
If you guys don't know, sometimes it takes me like longer to process things, and if it's said so quickly, then it just takes me, then I just don't get it. So I'm watching it.
Tausha tells the detective she and her first husband, Mitch, were married for 8 months.
Okay.
And after fighting over the custody of their daughter, she left without knowing anything about what happened to him.
Okay.
At this moment, it was said that Mitch was still missing. There were no movements in his bank accounts or activity with his social security number.
So she left him, and then he went missing all of a sudden.
When did you leave Greg, your other ex-husband? Oh, that's been a couple of years ago. What type of person is Greg? I have nothing bad to say about him. After a lot of pressure from the police, she decided to change her story and said that Greg was a horrible and angry man.
So yeah, so at first she said, yeah, he's a great person, and now he's just a horrible person.
Okay, so if I thought he had done something to Mitch, it wouldn't surprise you? Do you think he's capable of doing something like that? I mean, he hurt me, he could do anything. What did he do? Let it out. Tausha confessed that Greg killed Mitch. She told the investigator that she was having an affair with her ex-husband, and Greg shot him to death in a jealous rage at his
Okay, so they were having an affair, then he got mad, then he shot her. Or him.
farm. I know where the body was disposed, but I wasn't there in person, because she kept changing her.
Wait, so the guy got killed because they were having an affair, but that's the woman's fault though, right? Like, let's say the guy didn't even know, and then the girl's just like dating this other guy as if they don't, as if like, you know, as if they're the only relationship, but then there's another whole marriage going on over here. He gets pissed, kills the guy, even though it's the girl's fault, right? Am I just missing something here?
Her story. The detective knew she was most likely lying about not being there. She brought them to Greg's farm in Missouri and pretended to be confused and not knowing where she was.
Wait, no, because she was there with the guy, most likely. She was saying that she's not, but she was probably there with the guy. Having an affair with, I don't know anymore. But either way, it's a crazy-ass story, bro.
But then changed her mind again and pointed out where Mitch Kemp's body was. They found the body, and he was shot 6 times in the chest. So now they have a body to prosecute a murder with. Greg confessed to the murder, but made a deal with prosecutors to testify against Tausha. She started dating Greg just 6 months after her divorce to Mitch.
Wow.
But it became horrible when Mitch wanted to take custody of their daughter. She blatantly lies about the heinous acts he did to her and their daughter. And as a result, she lured Mitch to Greg's farm, and that's where he was killed.
Oh, okay, now after listening to it again, it kind of makes more sense. So, because he was being so bad to her, I guess he started dating somebody else and then got that guy to kill her. Or, sorry, got that guy to kill him. That's why she was there too, because she wanted him dead because he was the bad guy. And then, but because of that, she kind of like wanted him to do it, so both of them got sentenced to prison. So all because of this bitch. Basically, some people are dead, someone went to jail, 2 people did. That's wild, bro.
For his testimony, Greg took a plea deal and was sentenced to 19 years in prison. In 2010, the jury found Tausha guilty, and she was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Good. Bye. Bye, bitch. Damn, bro, that was a wild story, though. Now it makes more sense after I watched it one more time. Sometimes if I watch it once, I kind of know what's going to happen, and then I can easily like process it a bit easier for me. It's just how I am, guys. Don't mind me. Just a little bit slower to process things. Yeah, that's all I really got for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed this video, people should give it a like. I've read some comments already. But honestly, that girl's crazy. I'm glad she's in jail forever. Bye, bitch. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Dengg and myself. Turn on notifications for Dengg and myself. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.